All right, welcome everybody to the delayed October 1st, 2025 Zoning Board of Appeals meeting in Hamilton, Massachusetts. We have two items to go over this evening. The first one is the application for a comprehensive permit under Massachusetts General Laws, Chapter 40B, and the comprehensive permit rules of the Zoning Board of Appeals for a portion of the property at 133 Essex Street, Assessors Map 65, Lot 0001, Zoning District R1B. The owner is Country Squire Realty Incorporated. The applicant is Chabaco Hill Capital Partners, LLC. The applicant seeks authorization to construct 59 mixed-income, age-restricted residential for sale units in 32 buildings, 15 of which will be affordable units, which will require at least one occupant over 55 years of age. The second hearing is for the owners of 20 Beach Street, LLC, Danvers, Mass. The property is located at 20 Beach Street Extension, Assessors Map 66, Lot 01B-000B, Zoning District R1A. Applicant is seeking a finding under the zoning bylaw section 5.3.4 for dimensional relief in order to construct a second floor addition to the existing non-conforming structure on a non-conforming lot. And then meeting minutes after that. So we'll just start from the top. Is there someone to speak for the 133 Essex Street?
Yes, Mr. Chairman, I'm here for that.
Okay.
Good afternoon, good evening, I suppose, Mr. Chairman, members of the board. My name is Adam Costa. I'm an attorney with the firm of Mead, Tallerman and Costa. I represent Chabaco Hill Partners, LLC, the applicant for the comprehensive permit that is before you tonight. This is an application that had been submitted back on July 31st of this year. And my client, the applicant, had granted an extension of time for the opening of the public hearing. As I suspect board members know, under Chapter 40B, there's a relatively expedited time frame within which the public hearing typically needs to be opened. We extended that deadline. It then became apparent to us that we were not going to be prepared to present the application tonight with our complete development team. And so I communicated with your town planner maybe 3 weeks ago to request a continuance of tonight's opening of the public hearing to a later date. Because the hearing had already been noticed and notification had been published in the local newspaper, it didn't make much sense to simply extend the deadline to open the hearing further, which would have, of course, required a further publication, further notice to abutters and other parties in interest, and probably would have been the source of some confusion. So what I'm here tonight to request is, with the hearing now opened, a continuance of the hearing without any substantive discussion of the project or the application to avoid any issues with the Mullen rule or absences by board members, and ask that you take this matter up substantively at your November 5th meeting, in which I would anticipate being present with the other members of our development team to make a full presentation on the proposal, and of course to answer any questions the board has and to discuss a path forward for a review of the application, which I imagine will probably require more than one meeting.
Sure it will. Okay, so, but for us, we have a 9-month period of time that we have to go through this whole thing and render our decision. I just want to make sure we're not starting that time July 31st. It will start when you do your first presentation to us.
Sure. So it's actually even shorter than 9 months. The regulations, when they were restructured back in 2010 or 2011, added a new provision that requires zoning boards of appeals to conclude the public hearing process and take action on an application within 180 days from the date of opening the public hearing. So it's not even calculated from the July 31st date of submittal. It's calculated from the opening of the hearing, which would, of course, be tonight. So you're on a 180 180-day clock. That, of course, is approximately 6 months. With that said, we're flexible. We're still hopeful that the board can complete its review within that time frame. But we recognize, and certainly I recognize, my firm represents municipalities across the state. I'm often on that side of the table, and I recognize that things can get difficult when it comes to scheduling meetings and convening a quorum in the months of November and December on the holidays. So we are certainly happy and will cooperate with the board in granting reasonable extensions to allow it to complete its review and peer reviews and whatever else might be required as part of the process.
I was going to say, my understanding is that we're not opening the meeting. You're asking us to postpone. You're saying to waive the 30-day requirement to open. We'd be opening it at the earliest next month, so we wouldn't start tolling the 180 days until next month.
Well, it's actually more nuanced than that, sadly. So the hearing has to be open tonight. I think you've opened it by virtue of us having this conversation, but maybe you haven't. But you've notified parties in interest, abutters to abutters within 300 feet of the property. They've received notice of the opening of the public hearing tonight. You've also published in a newspaper of general circulation twice, 14 days in advance, notice of tonight's opening of the public hearing. So had we known that we would be unavailable tonight 6 weeks ago, we probably would have granted an even lengthier extension of the 30 days. I think we granted maybe an additional 30 days beyond the original 30 days you had to open the public hearing. But we weren't able to do that because notification had already been published and posted and sent to parties in interest. So the hearing is open. The clock begins to run tonight. What I'm asking is for a continuance to your next meeting. If what the board is seeking is, a commitment that the roughly 34 days between today and the date of your November 5th meeting be added on to the 180-day clock, I'm certainly happy to okay that tonight. We have no objection to that. Our objective here, of course, is not to put the board in a bind or back the board into a corner. We simply weren't prepared with our complete development team to present the application tonight.
I understand. Thank you.
Yeah, as long as we can get started at 180 days from the first time we see a plan, because I can't say we started the project when we have nothing to look at. It doesn't make sense.
You're agreeing to grant us a bonus month.
I am.
Yeah.
So Adam, you'll just, if this is Mark Connors, the planner, you'll just send us something in writing tomorrow granting, I think it's 35 days from the 180-day clock.
Yes, I'll send something over to Mary Ellen Feener tomorrow.
Okay, great.
Okay, that'd be great. Okay, with that in mind, a motion to grant the extension to next meeting on, what was the date, November 5th?
Yes.
I motion to continue the 133 Essex public hearing until our November 5th meeting.
I second that.
Okay, all in favor?
Stephen DeRocher, aye.
Andy Phillip, aye.
Bruce Gingrich, aye. Okay, so we'll see you next month.
All right, appreciate the accommodation. Thank you all.
All right, thank you. Okay. Next, we have the 20 Beach Street Extension renovation project for finding under zoning bylaw section 5.3.4 for dimensional relief. Do we have someone who wants to present the project to us? If so, step on up and state your name and your position in the project.
Yes. Hi, my name is Audrey Lopez, and I'm here seeking a special permit for alteration of a single-family dwelling at 20 Beach Street, including a second floor addition and full renovation. We are proposing to renovate the home into a safe, compliant, single-family dwelling by adding a second floor. We're not expanding the footprint of the house. The property is more than 7 acres, so there's ample lot size for this use. Septic has already been engineered, approved by Board of Health, and an order of conditions has been recorded at the Registry of Deeds to ensure environmental protection. And we know that the Hamilton zoning bylaw protects public health, safety, and residential character of the town. The dwelling has been posted by the Hamilton Building Department as an unsafe structure and in major disrepair, detracting from the neighborhood character and value. The proposed renovation and second floor addition will restore the home to a safe, code-compliant condition, eliminate a blighted and unsafe situation, and enhance the neighborhood.
Okay. Anybody else to speak on it, or that's it?
That's it, she got it.
Okay, she covered it. Okay, good. Any questions from the board? Is there? Yeah. Let's just go through it and see. We got some memorandums from the building department. They would like to see a site plan with all the lot lines on it.
Yes.
Maybe the engineer can, just do the simple
Yes,
layout of the house located and setbacks from lot
we
lines.
submitted that to Mary Ellen, and she said she was including it in the meeting packet for tonight, this
Okay.
morning.
I have the drawings I got a couple days ago.
Maybe
I
this.
did. I received
This?
I got the one sent out here.
Yeah, that's a more simplified plan.
Yeah, the very simplified one.
Yes.
Okay, so it does cover everything. I just printed it out. I just saw it. So, that suffices. It does it. Okay, good. So we got that taken care of. All the lot lines defined, the setbacks and the structure on so all the lot lines, which is good. The other concern he had was building height, and looking around on the plan, it looks like it's a pretty flat
Yes.
property.
Yep.
And I'm assuming the first floor is probably a foot or so above grade,
Yes.
looking at the drawings.
Yeah.
I don't know. Our bylaws measure from the average grade of the front of the house. I'm not sure what we call the front of the house here. But I think you're fine. It's from average grade to the mean height of the highest roof.
Yes.
So looking at it, looks like you're okay. But if we could get that documented in drawings,
Okay.
because this isn't a permit set. This is just a.
There should be a stamped structural set within that.
Yeah, there's. I saw that somewhere in here. So I got those. But as far as elevations, just to delineate what the height is from mid roof to the average grade.
So we do have it. I'll step in. I'm her father, and I'm also the contractor.
Okay.
Those elevations.
What's your name?
I'm Angel Lopez.
Angel Lopez.
In-house
Okay.
construction, and I'm doing the project for my daughter there.
Okay.
Those are a full set, and those are, for the building department and everything. All the elevations are there. You got to just go through the sheets because you do have.
Yeah. Yeah, I have them here.
I also produced one from Hancock Associates today. So I don't know if you had that with the package. That'll show you all grades, elevations from the outside elevation to the first floor to the basement, up to the second and to the peak.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you got a copy of that.
I don't have that. I just didn't have the time to run the numbers that I have on this drawing
all right.
to figure out where it is.
I just want to make sure that Mary Ellen gave you, because that's all provided. That's all information that's on all those plans.
Okay.
And Hancock Associates scrambled last minute for that request of getting elevations and setbacks, which you do have that one. And then
Yeah.
in the package, you should have every grade, every elevation from the decks to the existing.
Right. Yeah, we do have that in the architecturals. It seems like it's fairly well
Yeah, I also
laid
think
out,
they
but it's
did
just
one-
not just a one dimension I can look at.
Oh,
okay, we're good.
Yeah, so
got
we're
some-
under 35 feet. if that's what you're looking to find.
Yeah,
let's
you're
see.
36. Well, here it's saying 30. Yeah, there's one
Yeah, that
36.
shows
So you're fine.
36.
0.8.
I
So we
think
got to be at 35 to mid-range, so you're fine.
Yep.
Yeah, I think we're good. I was looking at these, I didn't see that one full one. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's a normal structure, two-story structure, really. So, okay. And so everything is good with the Conservation Commission? That's all been approved?
Correct.
There's
Yeah, that was my question.
the deck was approved
Yep.
as
yes.
is.
it's all been registered at the Registry of Deeds, the Order of Conditions for that.
Oh.
Yep.
You do that before you get a building, before you get approval? Okay. So as long as they're good with it. I know there's a 2-bedroom limit on the septic system. I know it's a funky. I was trying to decipher the drawings for that, but that was just too.
We're hoping to get a third or a fifth. No.
Yeah.
Going to be fine with a 2.
And I just submitted some conceptual drawings of the proposed exterior and what it looks like existing to the left.
Oh yeah. Yep. Okay.
It's also on the plans. There's a bunch of pictures there on the plans too. If you wanted to open them up, I don't know if you have that.
I saw the orthogonal
Yeah,
drawings.
yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot that we did to
It looks good.
put into
It's
this
nice.
project.
Nice.
So
How old's the original structure?
it was 1968.
68.
Yep.
It's like 1820.
I wasn't born yet, but I
Yeah.
remember that puts everybody else in this room. A few of us here and there, but
Will it be a
Okay.
seasonal house or full time?
Full house.
Okay.
Well, yeah, looks like year round. Okay. Andy, do you have any questions about it? Concerns? Okay.
None for me.
Okay. Is there anybody else who'd like to speak about the project on Zoom or in the room?
Yeah.
Nope.
Just want to say that I'm next door.
Can
I come into the
step
podium
up? Yeah,
so
just.
that
Next door to,
you be on the recording.
and I just want to say
Can you just state your name and address?
Bob Allen, 22 Beach.
Okay.
I just want to say that we really welcome these folks into the neighborhood with open arms. They've been exceptionally accommodating. So that's basically all I want to say.
thank you.
Okay. Okay. Any other questions?
I'm curious. What's the non-conforming dimensional requirement that we are?
It's setback.
The lack of the frontage, because there is no frontage because it's an extension that leads to the property. Or is it the proximity to the lot line that is the lake?
I think it's the proximity of the lot line to the lake because everything else is got 75 feet, 36 feet.
I just wasn't sure if it was this is just purely out of curiosity because it technically has no frontage because it's not on a road. You reach it
Right.
via an extension off
Yeah,
the
there's
road.
no road in the front of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there's no. I mean, you kind of go through some other properties, I think, to get to it.
And the
So-
deck that we're replacing, there was an existing deck there
Mhm.
in kind that we're doing. So
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because I didn't see it in the pictures, but
Yeah.
I heard
I think-
that was there.
From a lot line perspective, I'm less concerned with the lot line along the lake.
Yeah.
That's more, I would defer to the Conservation Commission on that. So,
Yeah, I think that's really the only holdup for that would cause all this problem is that distance to the lake, lot line. And it's existing, and you're not expanding beyond the footprint of the existing structure, so and that's,
just staying within the existing shell.
yeah, yeah, okay, good. All right, well, I entertain a motion to approve the addition to second floor addition to this structure, keeping it within the lot line, and no additional structures should be allowed to be built on on the property because, I'm kind of rambling here a little bit, but you already have a 2-story barn on here
Correct.
and a boat shack.
Yep.
So you're sort of maxed out on lot structures, so we're, that.
We agree, 100%.
Okay.
We actually relocated, we moved that boat shack because it
Yeah.
was more in the wetlands, the protected line. So we're getting it closer to the rear of that garage and getting it away from that protected
Yeah.
zone.
I saw that in the site plan. It's good. Okay, so,
A motion that we approve the proposal for 20 Beach Street to add a second floor to the existing structure without expanding the footprint.
I second.
okay, all in favor?
Stephen DeRocher, aye.
Andy Philip, aye.
And Bruce Gingrich, aye. So you are set to go. I have 14 days to write the decision, hand it into the town clerk, they stamp it, then you have 20 days, basically 21 working days. After that, providing there's no anybody coming up against it for whatever reason, appeal the project, which I think you'd be okay, but after that, you'll get a notification and you'll be able to go ahead.
I think I'll have the roof up by then.
Well,
Come on now.
talk to the building inspector about
Come
that.
on.
That's
I thought I was to have Thanksgiving in there. Oh, that's all good. Thank you so much.
Oh,
I
that's it.
appreciate what you
Okay.
guys do.
Thanks,
All right.
you.
Thank you.
guys.
Great evening.
You too.
You too. The other things we had a couple meeting minutes from 3/25, September 3rd, 2025. Anybody have any comments, concerns about those?
I do not.
Me neither. Andy?
None.
Good, okay. And entertain a motion to approve the meeting minutes of September 3rd, 2025.
I motion that we approve the meeting minutes of September 3rd, 2025.
I second.
Okay, all in favor?
Stephen DeRocher, aye.
Andy Philip, aye.
Bruce Gingrich, aye. And that wraps up our meeting for tonight.
So approved.
Okay. Entertain a motion to close?
I entertain a motion to, I'm blanking on the word, dismiss?
Adjourn.
Adjourn.
Adjourn. That's the
Adjourn.
word I'm looking for.
I second that motion.
Adjourn.
You second? All in favor?
Stephen DeRocher, aye.
Andy Philip, aye. Thanks, guys.
Gingrich, aye. All right. Have a good night.
Thank you. Thank
Bye,
you.
guys. Bye.
Thanks, Andy.